Alright. I think that's working then. Looks like it's got audio. I think that's working. I think that's fine. Oh shit, it's really bright. You can't see shit, can you? Hold on. I gotta. Sure. Does this make it better or worse? Oh, it's like undoubtedly worse. It's just way worse in every way, isn't it? Fuck. I will. We'll leave it. Hold on a second. Ah, fuck. Antivirus protection expired. Okay. I don't look at porn on this computer. So need it. All right. So today we're cooking this beef thing that I do. I think the very first cooking stream I ever did, I cooked this beef thing. It's a good dish, good recipe, I think. Ah, let me get to it. Yep. Huh. Very good. Very nice. Cast iron. Cast iron pan. That really is fucking bright, and it's morning time. It's better. Cast iron pan. Why do you want a cast iron pan? I don't know. Kind of feel just good about using it. I don't believe any of that bullshit about seasoning cast irons and never washing them or any of that, or like the cast irons are even better for anything. I think that's all just a load of horse shit. I think that's like superstition, like knocking on wood and whatnot. I think people have just been told that so many times that they all believe it. No, I'm pretty sure it's all horse shit. Alright, let's get into it. We're gonna remember this time to cut our onions first. Ah. I think two of these little onions would be good. Yeah. Seems appropriate amount. Need a cutting board though. I only have the small bitch cutting board. The other one's in the wash. Trash can there. Just in case we need it. See the trash can? Oh, you can't. Yeah, actually, that's good. It's good. You should be able to see the trash can. Man, it smells in here. I'm realizing why it smells is because in the trash can right now there are a bunch of, yeah, that's all piss right there from my dog. I'm gonna get a new trash bag actually. This reeks of piss. Hold on. Alright, we gotta peel the onions first. Oh, fuck off. Another virus. How is like three different antivirus protection things all telling me about my antivirus being expired? They're just fucking trying to scam me, I tell you. Well, I have to actually put a trash bag in the trash can, don't I? There we go. Beautiful. Get a knife. What's the knife you should use for chopping onions? Probably this kind of knife, right? I'd imagine. So we gotta. Still not learned a proper good way to peel onions. It's the hardest part of onions, and I've still not figured it out. Nah. Look at that. Beautifully peeled onion. You see, the light is so bright. Can I like offset it by adding more light? Let's surface light. Does that offset it at all? If anything, I think it makes it worse. Yeah. I don't know. I'll turn it off. Alright. Onion cutting time. Time to cut the onions. Which I'm very good at. I've never cut my fingers while cutting the onions. It's true, by the way, I've never cut my fingers while cutting onions, despite my unusual method. I've only ever cut my fingers while cutting bell peppers. And I cut bell peppers far more correctly than I cut onions, so I think that's maybe proof that I gotta just go my own way. I gotta figure out my own style. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Get a paper plate. Put the onion outside. That's the cuts of onion. Oh fuck, I don't even know if I have mushrooms, which is kind of like necessary for this dish. Do I got mushrooms? We got one very small can of mushrooms. Are you fucking for real? Damn, it's definitely not enough mushroom. Oh well, it'll be a very oniony dish then. No mushrooms to offset it. How do I? This one's harder to peel than the other one. The other one had some openings available to get started, but I don't see none on this bad boy. Might have to just chop it first, you know? Do a bit of a chop. Ah, there's our openings now. Think anyone's ever wrote a book on onion paper? No, like there's a bunch of different types of paper that people used to make books or scrolls from. If anyone's done it with onion paper, I think that'd be a good idea. I wonder how much onion paper you would need to have it be sturdy enough for a book writing. Ah, that's fine. It's not fun. Alright. Ooh, look at that fucking speed, that efficiency. Ain't ever seen nothing like it. Beautiful. I'm realizing right now I have not washed my hands before cooking. It's unfortunate. Well, cheers, let's have a drink. Onions, we got them. The garlic? I don't have the garlic either. Dude, I'm so fucking unprepared. Why am I even doing this? That's good. Alright, and we got. See, they don't sell the cut that I used to get. It was a real cheap cut, but it was thick as fuck, dude. There was a load of fat in it. And it was called like Cab Chuck Bottom Round Roast or something. Like it was Cab Chuck, something like that. Bottom Round Roast. Something. I don't know. I don't got that anymore, unless they just changed the name of it. So we got this. It just says chuck steak boneless. I don't know if this is good. I don't think this is good. Maybe I've just been fucking up the recipe. Well, say recipes though I've ever wrote any of my recipes down. Don't write that shit down. Well, like some sort of pussy. Some sort of pussy boy. No, we will not cut up the steak. We will be seasoning the steak. Motherfuck, another... Stop with the updates, my dog. It's just annoying. What are we gonna season it with? Great question. There. Let's figure that out. Salt. It's a good start. Kind of just thing with cooking. You just sort of go with you know, you don't really think about what you're doing and what the actual flavors are or how they interact with each other. You just sort of go with the flow. Alright. And then pepper is good as well. That's good with salt. They go well together. For sure they were married on Blues too. Maybe they were brother and sister. I don't actually remember. Were they even guy and girl, or were they both girls? Maybe they were both girls and they were married. Be very inclusive of them. Alright. Time check. Fire stream. Fuck yeah, it is, mate. You know it. Cheers to that, dog. Fuck, I actually almost threw up for real just then. Ugh. I need another beer. Figure out what seasoning goes on here next, and I'll put it on there. You figure that out. No, I'm sure you're not going into marriage. You intended. Uh, Garlic powder. That's a good idea. Do I have garlic powder? Ooh, you see the fucking mist come off when I cracked that? That's how you know it's room temp. God, I love a nice room temperature beer when I'm about to fucking vomit. Where's my garlic powder? I have garlic salt. Is that the same as garlic powder? I have garlic powder. Fuck yeah. Alright. Is that enough garlic powder? That's enough garlic powder. Alright. Next seasoning. Next spice. Onion powder. I don't know if I got that. Let me check. I think I have minced onion. I don't think I have onion powder. I think I have minced onion. Then again, I was wrong about the garlic powder. Is that cayenne pepper? Table blend. Sazdan Completa Complete Seasoning. I don't know what the fuck that is. Got an onion on the front of it though. Where did I get half the spices? Alright, hold on. Oh! It's literally right in front of me. Minced onion. This is the same as onion powder, right? Minced onion. It's just a little chunkier. I have a mortar and pestle around here somewhere. I could grind this out. I don't know where it is though. I have a mortar and pestle. I could grind it into a powder. Damn, baby, we're going back to fucking medieval times with this recipe. Mortar and pestle in this shit. Oregano? I definitely might have oregano. What am I grinding? That's the good shit right now. Let me block the sun so you can actually see. I don't even know if what I'm doing is really doing much of anything. Not a medieval peasant. I don't know how to use a mortar and pestle. Witches also use mortar and pestle, right? It's pretty cool. Kind of like a witch right now. You ever met one of those girls that literally calls themselves like a witch, and they're not joking. They genuinely believe they're a witch. I fell in love with a stripper that actually genuinely thought she was a witch. That was pretty cool. I fumbled the bag hard though, dude. I didn't think she was actually into me. Like the whole night, I thought she was, like a stripper's flirt. I was like, oh, she's just doing her job, whatever. And at the end of the night, she like actually asked me to walk her out to her car, and dude, I turned autistic as fuck, man. I walked out to the car and I just stood out there like this, dude. All right. Um. Hope you drive home safe. And then I just walked back inside, dude. I fumbled. I fumbled hard. Ugh. She never came back to that strip club again either. That was her first night there, and then she never came back. She was like, damn. Spent all night not even making money, just flirting with this autistic guy, and then he turned me down at the end of the night. Fuck, dude. Alright, that's kind of like a powder now. Yeah. Tastes like onion, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely not like a powder at all, actually. That is very solid. Those are very large chunks of onion. Yeah, no, that ain't. That is not where it's at. Whatever. It'll form a nice crust. What the fuck is this update on my computer? Go away. Snake. Oh, dude, it's gonna have so much flavor. Your girlfriend used to say which stuff like, dude, you gotta let him believe it, man. All right, crazy bitches, they're the best. I mean, they keep ruining my life over and over again, but I mean, I'm gonna keep going for them. I love them too much. It's to the point now where like girls that are like genuinely like that have their sanity intact that show interest in me, I go, listen, like I let them down and I go, you're better than that. You can do way better than me. All right, I will bring you down. I know you're trying to bring me up, but I will bring you down. All right, I deserve bitches with dyed hair, nose piercings, and smoke cigarettes and drink beer. That's my fate. All right, you're an actual nice, smart person who can tell right from wrong. Nah, you got to stay away from me. It's for their own good. I consider that me being a good person by telling them to stay the fuck away. Oh, dude, I love crazy bitches. There was a girl, the first time we ever, well, we met at like a party, right? Exchanged info. First time we hung out, she was at her house, like middle of the night or whatever, and she was like, we were drinking a bit, and she wanted to show me the movie Midsummer. It's a horror movie about a cult and bad LSD trips. Essentially, it's basically just the whole movie's a bad acid trip. And she was like, "Wait, hold on, you should smoke with me before we do it." And I was like, "I don't smoke pot. It gets me real stupid. I get like done. I get it all in my head." And she goes, "No, you're gonna smoke with me." I'm like, "I don't want to smoke." She goes, "You're gonna smoke." And I was like, oh, "Okay." So she forced me to smoke some pot, and then turned on Midsummer right after. The first time I watched it, dude, that I was fucked. I was just laying in bed. Like at one point, like she was clearly assuming that we were gonna like fuck or like do something because she moved all of our stuff off of the bed at one point just randomly. But I was just so high that I was just like holding my chest, watching this movie about a bad acid trip, going, "Oh fuck, oh fuck, fuck." I saw her moving like our bottles of booze off her bed and shit, and I was like, "Why is she doing that? What's the point? They're all the way over there. It's not like I'm gonna kick them. What's happening?" That was rough. That was the least crazy bitch I've ever fucked. All right. You said oregano. I do not have oregano. I got basil, parsley, rosemary, and thyme. Maybe sage. I might actually have the whole song. I have parsley. Dude, if I have sage. See, if I was dating a fucking witch girl, dude, if I was dating a witch girl, I would have sage. Every witch girl has sage in their house, bro. I don't have sage though. Fuck. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Hold on, Italian seasoning has oregano in it, correct? Marjoram, thyme, rosemary, savory, sage, oregano, and basil. This is Italian seasoning, basically oregano. I'm realizing right now. Oh fuck! This is just the first side of it. I have to flip it over and go to the other side of the steak. Fuck! Just fell over. All right. Let's see. This is half of this is it's not. real seasoning that you should be putting on a steak, if I'm being real. Whatever. Other side. Let's make the other side totally different. Alright? We'll give the steak so much fucking flavor. Completely. Alright, we'll start off salt and pepper, right? We're going to change it up. We're going to not same seasoning as the first side. Where's my dog, dude? I got seasoning all over the floor. He's all the way downstairs. He's so old. It takes him forever to come up and downstairs because he's got fucked up broken legs. Otherwise, I would call him to come up. I don't want him to have to come upstairs if he doesn't have to. Ted, do you want to lick up the stuff on the ground, buddy? Since Archer isn't going to do it, do you want to lick up the ground with seasoning? We got salt and pepper and other garbage. There you go. You can lick up the ground, buddy. You can see him a bit. Alright, okay, salt and pepper. Not doing the same stuff, so let's do instead. Are you going to Tamarind? Alright, start off classic chili powder. Get some heat to this steak, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a lot of chili powder. Oops. Alright, chili powder. Cool. What else would go good with chili powder? Crushed red pepper basically matches our crushed onion. Why do I pour seasonings out so gaily? Does this look like how a straight man would pour out seasonings? This is why I don't get as many bitches as I used to. I don't pour out my seasonings like a true out. Um, I need to grab another beer. Figure out what the next seasoning is for this side of the steak. Hey, Marge. Hey, Marge. That's a lot of seasoning. Did you hear that second here? You did, buddy. Good dog. Same shit? No, it's different shit. It's different side of the steak, different seasonings. It's how you can't season both sides of your steak the same seasoning. Nah. Difference. That's why we did chili powder and crushed red pepper. What do we got? We got, let's just go. We got cinnamon, we got ginger, we got cayenne. Cayenne pepper? I don't know what that is actually. Garlic salt. Rosemary. Chives. What the fuck are chives? What do chives taste like? It just tastes like dirt. No chives. I just kind of collect, like, if there's a recipe that I want to do, I'll just collect, like, a big thing of the seasoning for it, and I'll use it for that, and then never again. The only things I regularly rebuy is salt, pepper, chili powder, and garlic powder. Those are the only four things that I regularly rebuy. Dude, I should have more seasonings on this. What is this? Turmeric? What the fuck is turmeric? Spicy aroma, peppery taste, and golden yellow color make turmeric essential in Indian curries and chutneys. Alright, fuck it, dude. We're making an Indian curry steak, bro. Add some turmeric to this bitch. Well, this is a strong ass fucking smell. Holy shit. Yo. Maybe I shouldn't add this to the steak. Well, fuck it, we're adding it to the steak. Probably a better way I could pour this out than whatever the fuck it is I'm currently doing. This is clearly wrong. I shouldn't be fingering the turmeric like this, like a fucking animal. But whatever, I guess I've done it. I got a fucking Cheeto finger now. I think that was the biggest mistake I've made today. I can make a bigger one later, though. I might text an X. That tastes fucking awful. Holy shit. Why the fuck was the cinnamon challenge a thing and not the turmeric challenge? This is way fucking worse than cinnamon, bro. Oh, fuck, this is awful. Why do I keep licking it? Oh, my spit's all orange. That's no good. I should not have put turmeric on the steak, dog. This is bad. Curry powder? I might have curry powder. We may as well, fuck it. The other side was all European bullshit. We'll just have this be all, like, Indian bullshit. Curry powder, curry powder. Why have I not rolled my sleeves up yet? They keep getting in the way, and I'm just now thinking of rolling them up. Ground allspice. I have dill weed. Alright, now I know I literally just said we're doing all Indian stuff for this side, but come on, dude. It's literally dill weed. I also have cream of tartar. I don't know what the fuck cream of tartar is. I've never heard of this in my life. Why, this was buried under everything. What the fuck? Beat with egg whites to stabilize the whites in angel food cake meringue shells meringue for pies. So it's not used for tartar sauce? Cream of tartar is not used for tartar sauce. It's used for lemon meringue pies. That's insane. I've never heard of that in my fucking life. Yeah, dillweed. I want to put dillweed on it. For some reason, I saw it, and I'm like, that's gotta go on this steak, bro. It's going on the Indian side, which doesn't make sense, but it'll be fine. Chili powder. There. What is allspice? Can make spiced nuts with it. The taste you trust. It's all spices. I mean, it's gotta be good if it's all the spices. Holy fuck, that was a lot that just poured out into my hand. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Not making the same mistake with the tartar twice. Not the tartar, the fucking turmeric. Not making that mistake twice. Nope. Allspice is a no go. No allspice. Old Spice? Let me see if I have any. I don't think I have Old Spice. Nah. I just got Degree. I only have Degree. No Old Spice. I think this side of the steak's probably done. I feel like the turmeric's already fucked everything up. Just rub it all in. Probably rub a lot of the turmeric off. Oh, this is all turmeric. This is literally just a turmeric steak. This is just a purely turmeric steak at this point. Look at it. Look at it. There is nothing but turmeric on this side of the steak, bro. But mixed with the other spices I put on, like the dill weed and whatnot, it's actually still bad, but nowhere near as awful. Nowhere near as awful. Hit my throat. Hit my throat. That was bad, but still not as bad as it used to be. All right, let's move stuff off of the. There's one last part of this dish. This is my favorite part of this dish: the sauce. I always like making. Do I have a smaller? That's good. That's where I've had smaller ones, but this is what I got now. A sauce that I make. I'm sure you eaten the European side of steak. I mean, it'll depend on which side I remember to throw on the pan first. Alright, the sauce. We got Worcestershire and where's this? Two types of soy sauce in here. Which one do I want? The reduced sodium or the traditionally brewed? We'll go with the traditionally brewed soy sauce. Sounds good. Berman's plastic bottle. Got sort of a triangle shape to it. How do I open it? Dude, I rip off all my fingernails compulsively, dog. I can't dig into this shit. There we go. Shake this stuff up. Oh. Actually, that's regular. Oh, I have to unscrew it anyways. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Deep forest, green parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Alright, so start off with a soy sauce base, right? For your sauce. And then I need to drink it. And then you add some more Worcestershire. Worcestershire is really good. It goes very so good with soy sauce as well. Now you might be thinking, what part this, what part that, how much, measurements, things like that. If you haven't realized by now, I don't fuck with numbers. You put the Worcester back in the fridge along with the movie.
You put the Worcester back in the fridge along with the newly opened soy sauce. So that way, because you're supposed to put them back in the fridge.
Now, take a little test. It's very good. Could use. Oh no, It's a little too bitter. What counteracts bitter? Was it sweet? I don't think I have any honey. Or if I do, it's really fucking old honey. Oh, this is some really fucking old honey. This ain't even honey anymore, dog. This is amber. This is not honey. Bro, this is crystallized, my dog. Telling me honey don't expire, dude? That ain't fucking honey, man. It might not expire, but it turns into something else. Ugh. Ugh, why is it so grainy and sandy? Alright, that should be enough honey to put in this. Yeah, mix it in like that. Why is it so sandy? Is honey supposed to be grainy and sandy? It won't come off my finger. Ugh. By the way, when following this recipe at home, um, don't don't use your finger to mix the sauce. This is definitely real honey. This for sure ain't store bought. I know that. It might have even come from my grandpa. Ugh. Farms bees and whatnot. Yeah, do not use your finger to mix the sauce when you're doing this at home. That does taste a lot better now with the honey, though. Honey was a good idea. Thanks for the suggestion. Um, that's perfect. Yeah, it's a good sauce right there. Probably could use more than that, but I think that's fine. All right. So now for actually cooking, I can actually turn this up a little bit. Fuck, I'm almost wondering if I should open up that umbrella outside just to keep some of the sun out, because I think it's all being reflected off the umbrella. I'm gonna do that right quick, just to see if that makes any difference. Just to see if that makes any difference. Fucking stupid wood block plank thing. Thank you. On outside, Ted? Oh, dude, that's gotta make it so much better. But it's way easier than I'm making it up. There was just a crank. There was just a crank. The whole fucking time it was just a crank. Did that help at all with like the glare? No, that literally changed nothing. You couldn't even see that on camera, could you? I was going through I was getting trapped in an umbrella and like fucking the whole Looney Tunes bit was going on outside. You didn't see any of it. And in the end of the day, it did not change a single fucking thing about the glare. Epic. Great. Love that. That looks awful. It looks so bad. It looks so shit. Fuck. I literally was getting trapped inside of an umbrella, bro, for real. And it started like I hit the unhitched the switch or whatever, and it started turning left and right, and I couldn't get out of it and whatnot. And there was just a crank that all I had to do the whole time was just do this crank. That was it. And yeah, that fuck, dude. What a fucking waste of time. Alright. Steak time. I hope that sounds good on camera, me shifting that all high. I didn't even think about how fucking awful the reverb on that would be. What is Ted? Hey dog, what you doing? Are you staying in the sun, bud? You good? Alright. He's laying in the sun. I'm gonna have him come up here for a sec, but he's laying in the sun. Alright. So, we want butter. Could use olive oil, but I'm not a healthy person. I don't use vegetable oils. I use cow oil. How much butter? I don't know. How much you fucking want, dude? I do like 1.5 teaspoons. Alright. Whoops, wrong burner. Turn it down. It's like medium low. Butter's better. I agree olive oil's good. Butter is better, though. No, we can all agree that butter, it tastes better to use butter as your oil. Come on, man. Olive oil is good, and it's definitely healthier to use. But butter is butter. And just keep moving the butter around. Just use your fingers. It's not really an issue. You're not going to get burnt as long as your fingers stay on the butter. The butter does get slippery though, so don't let your fingers slip off the butter because then you will get burnt. But just use your fingers. It's fine. As long as you've washed your hands, which I have ever since putting the turmeric on them. But then I did go outside into the umbrella where there were spiders as well inside the umbrella. All right, that's another. I didn't even mention that. There were fucking spiders in the umbrella as well. So I was trapped in the umbrella with like spiders crawling around and shit because they live in the umbrella apparently. And yeah. All right, so there's a lot going. I don't know if you could hear what I was saying because the door was open. I don't know if you could hear any of it, but I was having a fucking issue. Look at that. Look at all that butter in there, dude. Oh, yeah, you're sealing all that butter. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. That's good. That's good cooking. That's good cooking right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ouch, 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 ouch. All right. Snap. You're melting it down low. And turn on high for just a bit. And what you do to test if it's high enough, you wet your fingers and then you just flick it. If they don't pop, it's not hot enough yet. Just wait. Keep your fingers wet. Keep them moist. Flick. No popping. Not good yet. You can also use any liquid you want. Like if you pour a little beer on it and it pops, that's technically correct. All right. Well, honestly, the butter's starting to burn, so fuck the water test. Just plop that shit on. You're gonna bring it back down to that low as it can go. That tastes fucking good, for real. The European side, 100% tastes better than the Indian side. Make of that what you will. I'm not saying anything about the two different types of cuisines and spices that they use, but, you know, one I actually taste and I go, wow, I kind of want to lick the board. The other I taste and I cough into the sink. Oh, just saying. I did add way too much fucking turmeric, though. Whatever the fuck turmeric is, gotta stop putting it on anything. The best cuisine? What's the best cuisine in the world? I like to hear what. Yeah. Oh, by the way, take sauce and just pour a little bit of it over the steak. A little more than half. Just pour it on top of the steak, a little just over it a bit, you know. It's good. And your onions. See, we have two sides of the steak that are open. You just add the onions to one side, add the onions to the other side. That's good. That's good right there. You technically should have added the onions before adding the sauce. Greek is pretty good. I thought you were about to say some gay shit like French, dude. If you said French, bro, I would have banned you. Straight up banned from the channel. If you said best cuisine in the world, French, I'm like, alright, out. Get out. You guys eat birds with the feathers on them, you French fucks. But Greek is pretty good. Greek is very good, actually. That tzatziki sauce, love that shit. Yeah, keep it on the lowest setting. Do not touch, motherfuck, do not touch the pan, or at least the part of the pan that is directly over the heat with your fingers when cooking, when repeating the recipe. I'm only doing this because I'm a trained professional, so I am able to, motherfuck, that really did burn me. So I'm able to do it totally fine. Because my fingers are calloused and from all the cooking that I do. I'm totally used to it. But you, as a civilian, should not do it. Yeah, just make sure that the onions are kind of all around. We'll get some seasoning on them, we'll get some sauce on them, but onions will be caramelizing along with the steak cooking. What is Sniper Ghost Warrior? Sniper Ghost Warrior is the worst game I have ever played. If you redeem the Sniper Ghost Warrior channel thing, I have to stop whatever stream I'm doing, no matter how long I've been streaming, no matter how fun I've been streaming, like anything I'm doing, and I have to do a whole, at least 4 to 5 hour stream of playing Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. And Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is an absolutely
fucking awful game that it makes me miserable. I literally have to chug vodka to even try and enjoy it. So yeah, like I could be if I'm streaming for like 10 hours and you just get that channel point reward, I have to stream for like 5 hours of Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. No matter what. Last time it was used was during I was speed running a game, and someone did it right before I finished the speed run. And so I had to just stop and play Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 instead. And then they literally, I'm not even fucking joking, they said it was a misclick. I didn't mean to hit it. You don't actually have to do it. It was a misclick, that fucker. Doesn't look that bad. You talking about the food? Yeah, it's pretty good. This is a good recipe. I've never written it down. I always change a bunch of different things about it, but it is a good recipe. The meat will get really soaked in with like a lot of the juices, the onion juice. Oh, the game. Maybe the other Sniper Ghost Warrior games aren't too bad. Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is awful. Very bad game. It has just so many issues. Like, you would have to watch me streaming it in order to understand just how fucking bad the game is. Like, I can just point out every single, like, why does it do this? Why does it do that? It counts that as progress, but not this as progress. It counts that. Why is that? That. And then fucking broken as hell. Glitches everywhere. Anyways, the food. Yeah, so the steak will get very soft, very tender, and whatnot. It'll cook in like all the juices. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna taste with all this fucking turmeric and other spices. Actually, get a closer look right now. Here you can see it. Sort of what the pan we get. So yeah, the onions will be caramelizing and shit, and the steak soaked up some of the sauce. It's cooking really good. It's gonna be really. This is. I mean, it might not be good because of the. Maybe I'm getting used to the flavor of turmeric. Or nope, it's the aftertaste every time. Once you swallow, that turmeric fucks you up, dog. I used way too much turmeric for sure. We'll pour some of the European bit onto this side to try and counteract the turmeric. Yeah. I've had this dish go really well many times. I've also had it go very poorly a couple times. Mostly because I've never written down my recipe and I've only ever cooked this dish drunk. Speaking of which, let me finish. Yo, it's getting so dark right now. There's still a glare despite how dark it is in this room. Hold on. Hey. Does that make it better? Makes it a bit better. What state are you in? I live on Mars. Habitation Dome 16. Need another beer. I'll be right back. Believe me to an extent that I'm in Habitation Dome 16 or that I'm from Mars. A lot of people don't believe that I'm from Mars. I tell them that and they go, no, but for real, where are you from? I go, from Mars. They go, no, but for real, where are you from? I go, from Mars. And they keep fucking acting like they haven't heard of Martians before. It's honestly a little racist. What am I looking for in here? That's right. A great little thing bit you can do with it, a sort of a side fuck is the word? The side piece meal, the side piece to the steak is I mean, you could, as a Greek man, you'd probably just actually do this, make it yourself, but I do the Knorr Pasticides Alfredo. Knorr is great. I love Knorr. Love their work. They do good shit. There's a really good shrimp recipe they have with the Alfredo that's very good as well. So we're gonna do that. While this steak is on the lowest setting. It's on lowest, right? Yeah, that's good. That's real good. And yeah. So, I like to do the family thing. I have two of the regular ones. 1.5 cups water, half cup low fat milk. I guess if we're doubling it, we just double all the ingredients, right? That's how it works. You have seafood pasta, so I actually really do like cooking shrimp for pasta. I like cooking up basically any kind of pasta and then just like having a shrimp thing. Because shrimp goes with any type of sauce, any type of pasta, any type of seasoning. Shrimp just goes well with it. Shrimp's great. I don't know why Moses told the Jews they couldn't eat shrimp. He was fucking them over. Moses was jealous that he didn't know how to cook shrimp, and I think that's why he told Jews they weren't allowed to eat it. I think Moses was being a dick with that one. So, 3 cups water. Almost it. In a medium saucepan, bring 1.5 cups water, half cup low-fat milk, and 1 tablespoon margarine. So we'll double everything, so then it is a whole cup of milk. I don't think my milk is expired. At least not totally expired. Just pour a bit out for the homies. That's not chunky. No, it's fine. I don't remember the last time I opened this, but yeah, that's it'll boil out. There's a couple of little tiny bits, but it'll boil. When you're cooking the milk, it doesn't matter if it's just a little bit expired, because it'll cook out the it'll cook it out, you know. So it's totally fine to use slightly expired milk. Put this back in the fridge. I'm going to use it again for cereal tonight. Alright. And then is, 2 tablespoons butter, I guess. Just 1.5. So, 1, 2. I did that off camera, sorry. Sorry I didn't get to see my epic cutting skills. It's just a piece of onion. Kind of you want to poke the steak. Kind of check to see how it's cooking, if you can see through it. What's good about chuck steak is there's a lot of parts where you can just like peel it open. Kind of take a look to see if it's cooked through. It's not cooked through at all. It's good. Good. We still got time. Plenty of time to cook that through. Yeah, and this is honestly, you always want to try to keep your cooking utensils as minimal as possible. So like if you're already using a knife to cut stuff up, you can use the knife to stir it as well. You know, it's a flat thing. It stirs. It stirs just fine. You can tell how good stuff is with it. It's fine. It's fine. Keep your cooking utensils as minimal as possible. If you can cook only using your hands, that's the best. It's good shit. Real good shit. Let's mix the European seasonings with the Indian seasonings. See if that creates something beautiful. Like a beautiful hazelnut skinned mixed raced baby. The hazelnut skin, blue eyes, and just ever so slightly curly hair. Beautiful baby. Nah, too much turmeric. Even on the fucking seasoning cutting board, there's too much turmeric. Oh, and that dill weed hits hard. Ugh. That's the first time I've tasted the dill weed that hard. I should not have added the dill weed. Oh, it's stuck on my teeth. Oh. Need a fucking beer. Wash that out. Is Ted still? Oh. Want to come in, buddy? In the shade, standing right in front of the door. Want to come in? Here, I'll open this window up so we can get some air in here. Get stuffy. Come on. Come on, Ted. The people want to see you on camera. They love you. Come on. Come on, Ted. I'll give you a treat. Come on. You want a bit of onion, buddy? I know you love onion. You want some onion, Ted? Teddy loves his onion. Come here, Ted. Good boy. You go. Alright, have a good night, dude. Good night. It's the morning. Jeez. Alright, yeah, this is still not boiling yet. And this is, it's doing its thing. Don't lick your knives when you're following this recipe at home. Don't lick your knives. Right, Ted. This is a part of the cooking where we're just sitting and waiting for it to cook. How are you, buddy? You want more onion? Love your onion, don't you? Give you a little bit more onion. Dang. Ooh, it's burning my hands. Yeah, it's pretty hot, huh? Burning my hand as well. It's too hot for the hand, it's too hot for the mouth. Are you going to start those beds? Parsley, sage, oh, Archer is peeing downstairs. I can hear him. God damn it, Archer. Fucking pissing on the floor. Just bark. Wait, what? That wasn't Archer pissing on the floor? What was that sound I heard, though? There's water dripping. Everything here is chill, right? Yeah, this is fine. This is all cooking just fine. Yeah, I want it to keep cooking. Yeah, it's not brown at all. So again, do not touch the metal with your hands. Put on put a cloth over it or something if you're gonna move it. When you're doing this at home. This is cooking, right? Come on. Boil faster. Well, I guess you don't really have to boil that fast. We got plenty of time. That's cooking. Oh, I'm just a poor boy that my story seldom told. I have squandered miles for a pocket full of money with some sharp promises. All lies and jest, still the man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. What? What do you mean? What are you begging for? Use your words. Use your words. What are you begging for? Want some beer? Want some beer, buddy? You like that? Dang, that's not even good beer, dog. It's hands. Not even good beer. You should just lick that up, dude. You really are my dog. Can look through here to see what is it. It's getting pretty cooked. Alright. It's getting, oh, this is starting to boil a little bit. Alright. I think it's getting about time to flip the steak over to the turmeric side. I'm not looking forward to burning that turmeric and having that fill the air with its fumes, but getting about time for it. Well, yeah, we could keep using the knife just to stir for a second. Try not to touch the tip of your knife to the bottom of the saucepan because it could scratch your saucepan. Or maybe it won't if you have a certain type of saucepan. I don't give a fuck. Alright, we gotta flip over this steak now. So use a fork and the knife. Once again, keep your utensils as minimal as possible. Ooh, look at that. That is good right there. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that brown on that. Hold on. I'll bring you in closer so you can see that. Look at the brown we've got on that. Ooh, that's a good crust. Now, to do that, you also want to mix up the onions so that the onions that were on the bottom getting caramelized go to the top. Top ones go to the bottom. We just want it fried. It may not be successful like I am currently not being. I don't think cast iron pans can even get scratched, or if they get scratched, it don't matter, so you can just use your knife to do it. And then you want to pour, oh, first off, you want to actually add your mushrooms now. Oh, we can add some of the mushroom juice to this. Add your mushrooms in, sort of around with your onions and whatnot. What time did we start putting the thing in? It's been like 1 or 2 minutes. I think it's just 7 minutes. We gotta keep them stirring and cooking for. But you do that, scrape the mushrooms into the onion areas. Ooh, listen to that. That crust. That's good. That's good crust right there. And pour the rest of your sauce this side. Make sure to keep stirring your Knorr pasta soys. Remember not to touch the tip of your knife to the bottom of the saucepan so it does not scratch. Good sauce. And now we can start doing a little bit of cleaning. Oh, fuck me. Ooh, I just realized that my dishwasher is full because I started washing the dishes right before I turned the stream on. I don't really smell too much of the turmeric while it's cooking, while it's on the downside right now. I want to directly get in the heat. We don't smell too much of that turmeric. Hopefully the steak isn't awful to eat. Ooh, motherfuck! That burnt the shit out of the knife. I mean, my finger. Guess I could do dishes right now, but will I? No, of course not. Come on. You know I'm brushing this shit so far. You know I ain't doing that. So some of that might have curled up the steak. You know, you got to make sure to press it down so that it's getting cooked all with the rest of the stuff. Should I add any more vegetables to this general meal thing that I got going? I don't know. It does have a kind of an unhealthy vibe to it. Need more beer though. That Ted's paw you can see on the this is just a little bit of his head you can see on camera. Probably, yeah, it does have to be a bit more than just 7 minutes. It's double all the ingredients, you know. Alright, yeah, if you put your head right over it, that turmeric is indeed getting cooked. That's a lot. It looks so good though. It looks so good. You gotta know it, dude. Look how good that looks. Oh my god. course, that's bubbling, but ooh, that looks so good. I mean, if I turn the lighting off, can you see it better? How brown and red and beautiful it looks. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. I think it's been about 7 minutes for the noodles, the pasta, flavored noodles. Could cook for actually a minute or two more. I think I was right about doubling the ingredients means it's got to have a bit more time. Not double the time, but simply more time. That beer belly. Oh wait, hold on. I'm like other. What the fuck are docs, right? Stats. The fuck are stats? You. Gross. That's a lot of numbers. Oh, I'm looking at myself in the fucking camera right now for the first time. Dude, I look fucking not good. Ugh. Streaming from Twitch stats. That's better. That's the real stats. I'm gonna put that right in there, but cool. Those numbers all make sense at least. Let's stir one more time. I think this is properly cooked now. I don't want to scratch them off, so I am going to add in the wooden. Because I feel like some of them have gotten stuck on the bottom on account of not being able to hit them with the knife because I wasn't trying to scratch. Some of these might be a little more burnt. Oh, I spilled a lot of shit over the side. Let's taste the noodles. Are they cooked fully? Those are indeed pretty fully cooked noodles. That is a lot of stuff that I spilled. Fluid. Some sort of fluid mixture of milk and water and butter and the other stuff. Here we go. Just try and wipe this up without burning my fingers. Stove, grill. Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Very good. We'll clean it up better later. How is this doing, though? It's the real question. Is it getting cooked all the way through? Still a lot of juices coming out. Use a lot more slow and low. Low and slow. A bit more of the spice. Ooh! That turmeric really does suck, man. Now, maybe I'm just associating the flavor of the turmeric with the fact that, maybe this back in factory is hotter. Just this area. Not more good. Supposed to let it sit for a couple minutes, anyways. How you doing, Teddy? What's up, dude? High five. High five. Yeah, good boy. You want a treat? Yeah? You want a treat? Alright, bud. Show off all your tricks to the camera. Right? Hold on. It's over here. There we go, that's good. Ready? Ready, bud? Sit. No. Get up. No, you're doing it. No. No. Up. I know you're rolling over. That's very cute. I said sit. No. No. Up. Up. Just sit. Paw. Up. Up. No, dude, just fucking up. You're not gonna get treated. No, you're trying to guess what. Up. 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 Dude, up. Okay. No, up. 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 Teddy, up. You know, you're doing the wrong tricks, dog. Up. Come here. Good. Alright. Sit. Paw. Speak. Speak. Go woof. Woof. I haven't done speak in years. Come on, dude. You gotta remember it. Speak. Go woof. Speak. Woof. Go woof. Speak. Speak. Woof. No, you don't remember that one? Alright, up. Up. Okay. Sit. Lay down. Up. Up. Okay, I gotta retrain you all your tricks, dude. You don't even remember to speak anymore. I mean, I haven't done speak in years. But sit. Lay down. Up. Up. Lay down. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Good boy. Can you roll over more? You're doing it before. Can you roll over more? No? I need to retrain him. Is that steak still not? No, it's cooked on low. Dude, this is cheap steak, dude. This is really cheap shit. All right, if you cook it at a regular steak temp and like thing, it's just gonna become really tough and hard and shit. Cook it real low and slow. It boils out all the shitty juices and bad vibes that it's got. Why is my nose sweatier than the rest of my face? I don't do coke anymore. How's this feeling? That's pretty good. Medium well? Yeah, about medium well is where I'm trying to get to. Yeah, pretty much. You're doing real cheap shit. That's what people always say, like, how do you like your steak? How do you like your steak cooked? My answer is always, what is the steak? Because if it's like a ribeye or a T-bone, yeah, obviously I want medium rare. But if you're giving me bottom round, I don't want medium rare for bottom round. I want medium well or well done for bottom round. You know, because it makes it better. What is the steak? It's chuck roast. I think they don't have it say chuck roast bottom round anymore because people realize that bottom round means poor and shitty, so they just call it chuck roast now. It's like, yeah, it's like cab chuck roast steak. It's real cheap. Hold on, let me dig through the garbage to see what the price was. The price was, it's like $12, $8.99 a pound. Yeah, $12 for chuck steak. Yeah. Everything, but it is quite a lot of seasoning, but like pork ones. Pork is good. Pork gets shafted, I think, in the culinary world a lot. Like, usually pork is just added with steak for like a different bit of like shit, but pork on its own, pretty fucking. I had pork rind or pork belly or whatever. I don't know, whatever it is, where it's like the skin of the pork's underside with its tits, and they cut that off and they chop it into chunks and cook it. All right, that's some of the best fucking meat I've had, like, ever. And it was just like at some random ass like sports bar. I had that. We're like, damn, that's so fucking good. Pork is good because there's so much fat. Here's a little science trivia tip for you. Yeah, it needs to cook a little bit more. Tell from smelling it. The reason meat has different flavors is because of the fat that animals have on them. That's why chicken has the notoriety of not tasting like anything, is because chickens, despite how much you feed them and try to like puff it up, they do not develop fat very much at all. Like, they can get water weight added to their muscles, but it doesn't get added to their fat. And so that's why chicken, no matter what, is going to taste blander than any other types of animals. And that's why gamey meat, like lamb or deer or like any meat that's considered gamey, those are animals that do not develop fat. Goats and lamb do not develop fat at all. As always. But yeah, it's because it doesn't develop fat. The fat that certain animals develop is where flavor comes from. That's why beef and pork taste so rich and like it has so much flavor. It's not because of the meat, it's because of the fat that those animals, pigs and cows, get a lot of fat on them. And that's where the difference in the meat comes from. Humans also develop a lot of fat. Humans develop fat in the same way that pigs do. That's why when you like hear things about people eating humans, they say that it tastes like pork, because humans develop fat the same way that pigs develop fat. So that's why human meat tastes like pork. Remember that for when World War III starts. Everyone on planet Earth is going to need to know that type of shit. Yeah. That's why chicken doesn't taste like chicken. And that's why like gamey meats have a kind of like a very similar flavor to each other, because they do not develop fat because it doesn't help them. Deer don't develop fat because they eat mostly plants and they have to keep running around. Goats, I have no fucking clue why goat, sheep, and lamb don't develop as much fat. I don't know why they do, but they have the same gamey flavor. No clue why they don't develop fat. Listen, I'm not a scientist. I'm clearly a chef. But it's a little bit of cooking science for you. No one's ever taught me how to cook. I learned it all myself by experimentation. I mostly just buy whatever the cheapest shit is at my local grocery store, and then I've tried to make dishes from it. Stir fries, great. I mean, now go to my YouTube channel, right? My first hungover cooking stream was deer heart stir fry. And that's basically like the shit that I just would like. People would give me deer hearts when they went out hunting deer. They took all like the regular venison and whatnot. They'd give me the hearts because they didn't want it, and I would take the hearts. I'd find out ways to cook it, stuff like that. Cook it into stir fry, dude. Deer heart is, mwah, very good. You just take cheap shit and then you figure out the best way to cook it. That's it. Every once in a while, look at a recipe for like something like a spinach dip. I would look at the recipe for that and like try to figure that out. Or a big roast. I would look at, or how to make gravy. Something you should look up recipes for it. You're not going to figure out how to make gravy all on your own. You know, things like that. It's not possible to learn on your own. You just look it up and you can learn some different recipes for it, and then you find out what works best. But mostly, I'd say just cook your own way. All right, how cooked is this? A little too much pink on the inside. What does it look like on the bottom? Ooh. Ooh, that's crispy. We're gonna flip it over once more. Stir up all the onions. Just stir them onto the top of the steak so they aren't cooking up any more than they gotta. That's good. Yeah, I think we're about done right now. Take a look at this. Look at this. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're about done. The turmeric actually smells a lot better now. I think it cooked up a lot of the turmeric, so it's kind of evaporated a little bit. It's very, very subtle, the turmeric now. I think that's good. Let me grab another beer, though. I'll be right back. Should I make a salad? Do I have a salad already made? I do. Oh, well. That's spinach and classic coleslaw. Gross. I hate coleslaw. But it is good for, like, making a salad out of. It's the juice of the coleslaw that's the worst part of the coleslaw. Like, I don't know what the fuck is the liquid part of coleslaw, but it's the worst part of coleslaw. Like, I don't, it's disgusting. The liquid part of the coleslaw is disgusting, right? What the fuck is the juice of the coleslaw? Nasty, that's what it is. All right, let's say turn it off. It's pretty hot. All right, let's see how this steak turned out. Yeah, the juice of the like the regular like stuff in this, just like onion, cabbage, carrot, bullshit, you know, all good stuff. And then that fucking liquidy juice in coleslaw, it's so fucking gross, nasty. Oh, it's really gross. Probably vinegar of some sort. Where are you, buddy? Got your mouth wide open. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I making fun of you? I'm sorry, brother. Ooh, boy. High five? Yeah. Can you speak? Say woof. Woof. There we go. There's some noise. Good boy. It's a bit of noise you made. Go. Well. Okay. No, nothing. I'll train you that. Let's keep working on training you that. All right. That's good. That's real. It's definitely cooked all the way through. For sure. All right. See how it looks, eh? Let's get plate. He's back. This is to the plate. Beautiful. And then get also some of the mushroom on there. Yeah, I really should have made a salad as well. It would have complemented this quite greatly. And then some of these, the noodle. There we go. All right. This and a steak knife. You still here? We're finally about to test out the meal. I just made a plate for myself. Hold on a second. There's a bird crying outside. I hope its mom comes and helps it. I hear the meh, meh, and that should be a deer as well. Whatever it is, it's some baby thing is crying outside. Is your mom gonna come help? All right. All right. Here's the meal. It's not. Oh. Not too bad. It looks pretty good. Could use a salad. Definitely could use a salad. Too lazy to make a salad. Let's cut into it. See what type of we got. It's good. Pretty well done. A lot of fat on that piece. Let's go a bit deeper. There's not as much fat. Yeah. It's very well done. And you can see. Take a bite. It's actually very good. That's actually genuinely very fucking good. The Indian and I think we cooked up the Indian side enough where it's very subtle, like the spices and whatnot. And it genuinely tastes very good. The onions and mushrooms, all right. Yeah, the onions and mushrooms are all right. I don't know. Mixed with the Alfredo pasta. Oh. I feel like I'm fucking myself. There's got to be some huge hit of like turmeric somewhere in, like right in the middle, right? Like around, yeah, right here. There's got to be like a huge hit of turmeric, like spice and whatnot that fucks this up. It's got to be. It is very well done. I will say that. Found this recipe. If you don't want it well done, I'd say cut it short about 10 minutes. I did keep cooking it a little bit past just because I wanted that fucking turmeric gone, but no, the flavor's great. It's actually really good. Yeah, you don't like have that like burning thing. Well, there's a little bit of burning in my throat, but it's very subtle. You have like a lot of the onion and garlic from the one side, but then the dill and like there's a bit of like just turmeric right like before you swallow it. There's a bit of a sweetness to it, and that really does come through. Yeah, I think cooking through all that turmeric really was a good idea. I would say if you're doing this at home, put less turmeric on and then cook it for less long if you don't want it very well done. There is the honey in there from the sauce as well. Yeah, honestly, I think the sauce didn't negated a lot of the spice from the turmeric. Yeah. Hmm. Ah, this went a lot better than expected. I would say, yeah, if you're doing a jump, cook it for a little less long. I think I did overcook it a little bit, but with such a cheap cut of meat, you do have to cook it a bit longer so that it's not so tough and like hard to chew. It's very easy to chew through though because of how well done it is. Um, yeah, I think then there's so much sauce and also the onion and the mushrooms that it was cooked in provided juices of their own that were cooked out and cooked into the meat as well. I think kept it's very still moist while being a well done steak. It's very moist for a well done steak because of the onions and the mushrooms and the sauce that I put on it. And of course, if you pair it with the pasta Alfredo, very good. Where's my beer? Hold on a second. I can't even crack this one open yet. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, if you're following along at home, just a little bit less of everything. Yeah, that'd be my best advice for making this dish at home. Just a little bit less of everything. Less time spent cooking, less seasoning. I mean, I couldn't have done less heat. I was on the lowest setting the whole time, but less, maybe a bit more mushroom, and maybe a bit more onion too. So I think there wasn't quite enough onion to like make sure that they didn't all get burnt. Some of the onion did get burnt. If there was more onion, it would have been less likely for them to have gotten burnt. But yeah, I'd Yeah, I'd say this actually kind of came out really fucking good. Really expecting the turmeric to make me want to fucking cough my lungs out, but no. It's the right amount of. It's the right amount. Yeah. Just a little bit less of everything. And I think, especially a little bit less of the cooking. Cut it short by about, I'd say, 10 minutes, honestly. Maybe. I don't know. Well, everyone in the world has different stoves, so they all work differently, like the heat and whatnot. Like, I know if I was cooking this at someone else's house that I cook at a lot, the stoves would have been way fucking like lower, or like they have like ones that's like way higher level, others way lower, even though they're both set at the same setting. And so yeah, I don't know. Try to cut it a little bit short. Try to get just a little bit of pink in the middle. I have zero pink in the middle. Try to get just a little bit. When you see some pink, just like the tiniest bit of pink left in the middle, that's why I use the knife and fork strat of just like peering open where the lines of fat are, where you can just like spread it open. Like I'm really trying not to make a sex joke when I keep talking about like just spreading them open. But yeah, when you do that, look for a little bit of pink. Uh, if I was gonna make the sex joke, I would say hopefully you find a lot more pink, but just try to find a little bit of pink. You know, I think that's good. I think my hangover is done too because I'm properly drunk. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, the best way to get rid of a hangover is to just get drunk because the hangover is the transition from drunk to sober. So if you keep drinking alcohol, you'll get drunk, and then the hangover doesn't happen because you're not transitioning to being sober. And that's why I'm way more coherent now, is because now I'm just drunk and I'm not hungover. Cheers. So, yeah, this worked out pretty good. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my next hungover cooking stream. I've done like all three of my main signature dishes that I made on my own. I guess I'm gonna have to actually look for recipes and try to cook recipes. Maybe I'll try cooking chicken breast. Chicken breast is like the worst meat. I'll try to figure out like a recipe that I can make chicken breast from. Maybe I'll make like a goulash or a gumbo, a garangaga, or a goo. I'm fucking hot, dude. This fucking shirt is fucking hot, bro. Yeah. Try and get to be less bland. The best way to get chicken to be less bland is to brine it. And if I'm brining it on stream, that's going to be an hour of just waiting for the chicken to be brined. That should be kind of funny. Yeah, that might be what I'll probably do chicken breast next hungover stream. Who knows when that'll happen? Probably in like a month or two. Alright. Have a good night. Wait, good night. Dude, it's like fucking so in the morning. Have a good night, everyone. How do I end the stream? How do I end the stream? Oh, fuck, right. Oh, there's